8 by 20 inch tile I was telling you about. I'm on an attempt to do some hollyhocks. I did a painting of some hollyhocks and I really like the way it turned out. They're pink hollyhocks, so I'm going to start in and try to use the resin that I have left and at least get a base of resin down, and then I can mix more, and when this becomes a little tacky I'll go in and make the flowers themselves. That's the game plan anyhow. We'll see how that works. Okay, I've got about, I don't know if you can see it or not, about that much resin. So we'll see how far this goes. I think it's heating up a little bit, so I've got to get fast here. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to turn this so that, but all I'm doing is spreading the resin, so you're not missing anything. I think the one thing that I have learned as of late is don't be afraid of the resin. It's not, you're not going to, you know, when I first started doing this, I thought, oh my goodness, I don't think I can work that fast. I'm freaking out. I'm stressing. I don't know what to do here. It's going to get dry, and that was my thought. But it's not that critical. Now, turning your resin over and letting it fall out like I just did is kind of critical. God. Little pots of crap. I'm going to get rid of them right now. Can't stand it anymore. Okay. Now the idea with this is to try, look at that, is to try and get a semblance of some muted flowers, leaves, whatever in the background. So that's what I'm trying to accomplish. So I don't have to worry about it being too particular about where it's falling or what's happening with it. Once I get this all spread on here, I'll turn it back so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I still got a little bit of resin left. I think I'm going to have to mix up some more. I think I might use blue. The blue, plus the painting I had kind of a dark blue background, so I think I'm going to mix the rest of the resin I've got left with the blue color. I don't know what I'm going to use that. Probably Artsy Sue's Ultramarine Blue. It's a good color. Got to do quick here. Get rid of these that I already have. I'm going to put some heat on that so I can make sure that's kind of spread out. I got that kind of going. Get some. I don't know if this is going to move very much because it's trying to dry up on me, so I probably need to just move on and leave that good enough alone. Find my Artsy Sue real quick. Blue. That. Okay, I'm going to mix up this resin real quick. I want it to be pretty dark. I want to cover that tile pretty good. Okay. See what we got here. Okay, let that drizzle out. Ooh, yeah, it's getting thick. Sorry, no, I'm getting you out of frame, but like I said, this thing is so long. If I get it too far away, you won't be able to even see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to work around it. I figure you'd rather see a little bit more of the actual process when you can see it then. Okay. That's pretty good. For our first coat. Now, I think I can almost see some stems starting out here. Hope there isn't too much of a glare on it. Can't tell. Okay. Now, okay, we got that. Now, I'm going to, with what I have left, I'm going to start thinking about some background flowers in the background. So they're going to be little. So don't want them to take over. Because then when we come back and put our other flowers on top of it, they need to be a little bit larger. And so I'm just trying to think about, okay, maybe there's a flower in the background there. Maybe there's a cluster of flowers here. It's getting so stringy, I don't know. Alright, now, we got this little color here. I'm just going to put it, let it drain out. Some more of that really pretty color that I got off the table. see what happens with this. Okay, that's all I want to do for right now, I think. So I might put a little bit of this gold in the background. I mean, you know, you gotta have some gold here. And be lost if I don't use it. Like maybe some dried branches. Yeah, that's a good idea. Dried branches. There you go. You know how the hollyhocks come up? I don't know if you know what hollyhocks are, but my grandmother used to raise them when I was a kid. And it always amazed me. It's one of my fondest memories is my grandmother tending to her flowers. And these kind of grew like weeds, but we thought they were the most beautiful things there ever was. So I want this stalk to be rather large because at the bottom of the hollyhock they have very big stalks. Alright, let's see if I can get this off here before we have too much. We get a semblance of what's to come. See what it looks like. Now, stir it around a bit. Alright. Oh, that looks good mixed in with the gold. Yep. Good idea. Get some heat on it and see what we got. Yep. I'm sure you're saying, man, that looks like a mess. What do you think you're doing? Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. May not move a lot considering the fact that the resin is sitting up. It doesn't act like it's wanting to move a whole lot. I think I'm going to put some more white in these darker colored ones because might as well. Got more left. Well, they're supposed to be in the background, so they probably need to be a little lighter anyhow. What do you think? I think so. Okay, let's see what we got here. It needs a little bit of light color there in the stalk. It's gonna give it some dimension. That's selling there really pretty. So that looks good. Most of this will probably be covered up when we actually do the second pour, but who knows? never know. So you want to do the best you can. All right. Let's see. Anything else I can do to this right now before I mix some more? Let's see if I can blow it. This is where I wished I had one of those air, what do you call them, paint things. Don't have enough air. Ah, that's moving. All right, I think that's a good start. Now when I come back, I've got to come back with cleaner, clearer colors. This background needs to be darker. I'm going to mix up probably some Vallejo, Prussian blue, I'm going to use probably that next time for around the edges to really focus in on the center, maybe even a little bit in the middle, I don't know yet. That, and I have a little time to look at this. So I think what I'll do is I'll stop the video and then I'll do a second video with the outcome. So I can see there's a lot of glare. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see. I'm getting some new lights in. They're supposed to be here in the next few days, but as of now, it's a lot of glare stuff. I really like these stalks. They're cool. And gold makes cool stalks. Alright, let's see. Hopefully this leaf over here is trying to move off. And if it does, I'll just put another one. That one's okay, it looks like. I need to pull a little bit of that out. And by doing this here, I think I can get some simulants of bark going. That's my idea anyhow, we'll see. Yeah, and this one here I'm going to do some little, you know how bark does. Hopefully you can see that. Kind of swirling around, that way you pull a little bit of that blue back in the background, and when you do that it gives it a bit of dimension. So there you go. Okay, yeah, I think that's good for now. At least I didn't waste my resin. I'm about out of resin. Oh, heaven forbid. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to tell my husband I got to order some more resin. He's kind of like, I don't think so. we're gonna stop it, and we'll see you back on the flip side.